Now listen to how Tapper characterizes what Trump is about to say, and then he recharacterizes it after Trump says this stuff, and then we'll comment on it here. You ready?
Candidate Trump made this shocking request to Russia about emails that Hillary Clinton had deleted.
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing.
Now, we now know through Mueller's indictments that the Russians targeted email accounts used by Hillary Clinton's personal office for the first time that same day, that then candidate Trump invited the Russians to hack a political opponent.
Okay, so that's Jake Tapper. And if you notice, what he said was, Trump made a request of the Russians, okay? And then he cuts to a speech by Trump at the University of Miami, where Trump talks about Hillary's 30,000 emails. Everybody knows when Trump talks about the 30,000 emails, that's a dig on Hillary. Mm-hmm. That's a dig on Hillary at a speech he's making during the campaign, okay? He's a candidate. Nobody in their right mind could possibly confuse that as a request of the Russians. And yet that's how Tapper characterizes it. Then he goes on to say, this is an invitation to the Russians to hack the DNC.
Like they need an invitation.
Well, and this is, and then he says, he even says, that day, that very day, they hack into it. So he's literally implying that Trump is sitting around and, I need to conspire with the Russians. I need to communicate with the Russians. Trump Jr., quick, set up a speech at the University of Miami. Okay, Dad, but why don't you just call him on the phone? Shut up, kid. Yeah. You don't know what you're talking about. Set up a speech. I'm going to communicate out in the open. Nobody will know. I'll do it at a speech at the University of Miami. Nobody will suspect, except maybe that clever Jake Tapper over at CNN. He may be on to me, all right? Yeah. And then fast forward to the day of the speech, and Tapper is literally implying that the Russians are sitting around, and then they see this video. Comrade Vladimir, Trump has communicated to us. Now we can commence hacking. He has invited us.
Secret message.
Secret message in speech. We have received communication.
What you doing, Moose? A secret message.
This is what Tapper is literally saying, that Trump is conspiring with the Russians in speeches in public.